Hello, it's Nick here from Nick's News and Reviews. It's the 23rd of January and it's extremely cold in here. We've got some sort of heating problem going on, but yeah, sorry for any permafrost on the camera, but we should get to the end of this without it freezing over. Maybe. Okay, so what videos have we uploaded this week? I've had to turn the blowers off because it'd be too loud over my voice. Some people say that would be an improvement. But anyway, the first video we had a look at was on the ZX Spectrum. 2 on the Spectrum this week. 48K the first one. It's Space Harrier, released by Elite Systems in 1986. Based on the arcade coin-up by Sega. How does this one fare? Well, I've also played it on the Game Boy Advance as well. It doesn't do too badly. It's another one of those games that the 48K really is up against to try and recreate. The game was released before the 128K Spectrum come out, which probably would have done a better job. Now, this game is a little bit of a mess, although it doesn't play too badly. The monochrome ruins it a little bit, this game, but I can't see how the 48K Spectrum could have done anything else. End of level bosses are a bit iffy, but it's not a bad game. I'd play it again. It's quite good. No music, of course. That was one of the main things that kept the game running in the arcades. But yeah, it's not too much more I can say about that one. It does a good job. Next up on the Spectrum, this time it is on the 128K. Reviewed this already on the Commodore Amiga very recently, so thought we'd have a look on the good old Spectrum. It's Batman the Movie by Ocean from 1989. Now, Ocean are a pretty solid publisher back then, maybe still are. The game, it plays extremely well. There's music going through the first level. I couldn't show you all the levels on this like I did on the Amiga version because there's not a cheat mode I know about. Damn, I'm cold. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I got my coat on here and my outdoor hat. I know, indoor hats and outdoor hats. What's going on there? I'm an insane, possibly. What was we talking about again? Oh, gaming of some description. Yes, Batman the Movie. I didn't get to the Batmobile. So check that one out if you've got time. Anything with Batman is generally pretty good. Next on the Commodore Amiga, bit of a classic this one. It's Turrican by Rainbow Art in 1990, so a year after Batman. Spawned a sequel, Turrican 2 and Turrican 3. It borrows a lot of things from Metroid and another game which name I temporarily can't remember. But you control this metal mutant warrior that's been created by Earth to try and win back a planet Alterra that's gone out of control. We established it with lots of bio-animals and droids and things, and they've rebelled against us. Isn't that always the way? But this plays really well. There's a number of weapons to do. You have to collect a load of grey sort of crystal things and get to the end of each level. End of level bosses, you don't have to play the game linearly. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, this on the Commodore Amiga. Probably I'm going to try it on the Spectrum at some point as well, see how it recreates it. But great sound on this. I don't know how the Spectrum's going to do there, but eventually we'll find out. Maybe not next week, maybe in a few weeks' time. Next one was, in chronological order of course, was Crazy Taxi on the Game Boy Advance. Crazy Taxi Catch a Ride, to give it its full name. I don't know why it's called Catch a Ride because, well, you're the one doing the delivering. You're the taxi person. It's the computer people that want to catch a ride. Now, this game is very ambitious on the Game Boy Advance. On the Dreamcast, it's a fantastic game. On other versions, it's quite good as well. Game Boy Advance takes on a bit too much. With 3D driving games of any degree of realism, the Game Boy Advance does struggle on these. Cartoony ones like Mario Kart aren't too bad because, as you say, cartoony doesn't be too much in depth. Anything with like real life buildings and cities tends to be a bit of a problem for it. Now, this game didn't really rate too well with the magazines at the time, scoring things like 2 out of 10 and 4 out of 10 here and there. It's pretty messy, but once your eyes get used to it, it isn't as bad as what they say, I don't think. I started off hating it, but I didn't mind at the end, only because really bits of it were so bad. I'm a bit like that. So bad that it's good. Have you got games like that? I'm sure you have. Everyone hates it, but you like it only because it's awful. This is something like in that category. You have a choice of 4 taxi drivers you can select from, so that's not bad. City's a bit clunky. The frame rate does vary for some odd reason, so it's not very consistent. But yes, and the last game we had a look at, number 5, because we tend to do 5 each week of gameplay at least. Whether that change, I do not know. But we'll keep to 5 for the time being, because that's what I can handle with a full-time job as well. The last one was, we go back to the Pinball Arcade. We played Medieval Madness by Farsight Studios, released in 2012, based on the table, released in 1997. This is based in medieval times, what a big surprise, and it is pretty mad. The idea of the game is flipping the ball around in the normal way, is to destroy 3 or 4 castles which are at the top of the play table. Lots of other mini games as well, Multi-Ball and Madness, Damsel Madness, Peasant Madness and Cannibal Madness, and you get the general idea. A fun bit as well, which I also managed to get to in the video, was a couple of goblins spring out from the bottom of the table, and you have to hit them in the face a few times. Great speech on this one. Some people don't like it, but I think it's quite a good representation. It's great fun. Put the sound up. The graphics aren't too bad on it. Plays really well, and I'm always impressed with the ball physics on Pinball Arcade. Curiously, it's different to Zen Pinball, but I just put it down to the tables have a different angle of elevation. Maybe the Zen Pinball 2 ones are shallower, but the Pinball Arcade moves a little bit quicker. But they both don't do too badly, I would say. So that has been this week. Watch out for more videos. We seem to be in a rather addictive run, and I won't be stopping anytime soon. If I do another console at some point, it'll probably be MAME rather than anything else, but we don't know. That could be some way off. So thanks for watching as always. Your comments are always appreciated. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.